800,000 people have died in 1 week. No, I'm not talking about drunk driving or a plane wreck. I'm talking about the Rwandan genocide in 1994. Now, yes, this is a speech about a new find in your field, and the Rwandan genocide from over 10 years ago is a new finding because only now are world leaders beginning to accept and realize what really happened in Rwanda 10 years ago. But first of all, to understand this travesty that has affected all of humanity, I think we need to look at three things. First, the history of why it took place, the world's association with it and ignorance of the object, and finally the results of the Rwandan genocide and how it plays out in our society today. Now, the first, if we look at the history of Rwanda itself, it was colonized by Belgium in the late 1800s. But by 1916, according to a BBC article of April 1st, 2004, the Dutch left. But before they left, they divided the Rwandan tribes into two groups, the Tutsis and the Hutus. They did this only by the length of their nose as a determining factor, so no real difference between the individual race. But when they left, when the Dutch left, they left so much political unrest that when the president of the Hutu president of Rwanda died, the Tutsis were blamed for the death, thus incurring a week-long massacre of 800,000 innocent children and women. Now what we see is this attack has been ignored by society. When the world was trying to figure out what happened, we knew something was going on in Rwanda, but we weren't sure what. And so when we looked to see what really happened, the UN and President Clinton both have come out in the last few months apologizing for the great mistrust that they put in the people by ignoring what really happened. And what we see here then is the ultimate conclusion of how it really affects our society today is that the world has finally woken up to the genocides that are all taking place all over Africa. In the last 5 months, more genocides have been reported in different various nations. And because of this, the US, the UN, and other Western powers are beginning to finally intervene. Another conclusion of this is that international justice missions sought out and discovered to fight genocide in Africa. And because of this organization and others finally trying to get this, perhaps humanity can recover somehow from this great travesty.